Hello. Hello, friends. Hi. Hello. There's Laura.
Yep.
Greetings, ladies and gents.
Yep.
Tuesday in the house. Tuesday's about to be in the house.
House.
Are we sideways? I feel like the
know.
camera's a little crooked.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't had that much yet.
We haven't, I know. Cheers,
Yeah,
Mom.
ladies,
Cheers.
gents, welcome.
Hi, Diana and Karen. I see Treva. I need a.
Yeah, this is
the what's it called?
magic mirror.
Magic mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see Rashad. I see Treva. I see Tuesday. I see Skylar.
Was that woman just from Cleveland?
Was she was high.
Romper room.
Yeah.
She's.
Did you guys have romper bumper stomper boo?
Tell me. Dude.
But tell me, dude.
True or something. I don't know. Tell me. That's what she said before she looked.
Yeah, and then she would say, "Tell me today, is so and so something have fun at play or something?"
Right.
And then she would say all names, but they were like,
she just made them up.
Like Laquita and Shaniqua and like really crazy names because she wanted to be inclusive, so she would say really crazy names. I don't think once she said Amy. She didn't say any normal
I'm
names.
sure she didn't say my name either.
Like, well, yeah, Marla's.
Yeah, we weren't there.
Yeah, I don't think she said yours either.
I know.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, we're just here to have fun.
I know, Mom's in front of the camera. I'm not letting her go either.
I know.
I have to feed her a certain amount of cranberry wine. This is the cranberry wine. If anybody watched earlier.
Yeah, it's cranberry wine.
That's it.
It's local.
It's
local.
It's made, Mays Valley. It's so good.
And we're thanking Aunt Linda because she brought it.
She showed up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are we missing? Vivian's in the house. Amy's, yes, romper room.
Yeah, we have romper room.
Shirley's in the house. Lisa's in the house. Lisa, you kind of disappeared, and I was like, where's my Lisa?
I know.
Magic mirror, tell me today, has all my friends had fun?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we weren't sure, but like, I feel like, wasn't her bee named Doobie or something? Wasn't there like a pot reference?
What? Miss Barbara. Her name was Miss Barbara.
Diana, there was
that's who was
so many worms. There were so many worms yesterday. Zoom issues.
I'm sorry.
Sue, I know it's been a while. Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Are you joining us tomorrow, Beth? Guess what we're drinking? I have a bottle here for you.
Yeah, we didn't forget you. We got yours. We got you covered.
Hi, Deb. Doobie, a good doobie. Doobie, a doobie. Yeah.
Something like that.
It was. It was a doobie.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a doobie?
Yeah.
Pass a doobie?
Yes, but yeah.
Yes, but what? You don't want to believe that she had a...
Well, she looked really nice.
Yay, Amy. Amy got the mystery box.
Yes, cranberry wine. We're all set. If you don't have a drink, go find one because we're not...
She's joining tomorrow.
Okay, good. Yay, Beth.
Did you ever try strawberry wine? Or Rachel wants to know.
Somebody
here.
I don't know. I've had a lot of different kinds because that's what I usually drink is some sort of wine. And it has to be like medium sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one of those, Merlot people.
Oh, no, Stephanie.
Sorry.
We were wondering about you. We're gonna try it again. We had a good time. There was a very small group, which was kind of good because I was worried about a lot of people. Miss Catherine, happy holidays.
Yep.
You're such a sweetheart, and your support of the channel is so sweet. I really do appreciate it, and I love you for it. You don't need to do it, but I love you for it. It's humbling. All right. Mom, this is what I do when I say thank you. I have a little
button to push.
A little button I can push. One of these. just for
Nice.
Catherine.
She deserves
Thank
it.
you. She does.
Yeah, she does.
She certainly does.
Yeah.
Boone's Farm strawberry wine. Oh my gosh. Vivian, we used to do that in college. We would do 6 of us girls would go and get 6 bottles of Boone's Farm and a 6-pack of beer. And we would call it a bottle of Boone's and a beer. And we were all blitzed on a bottle of Boone's and a beer.
When Boone's Farm first came out, so it had to be like 72 or 73.
Yeah.
We got it in Esmera.
Oh,
And they
really?
would bring it by cases and we'd have all the flavors.
Oh.
And we'd have them lined up across the counter on the weekends. It was crazy.
Miss Mary, you stop. Miss Mary, beyond
Is
Miss.
Tuesday singing? What is Tuesday doing?
I don't know. She's singing.
What?
Oh, she's ready. It's 8:10. Y'all,
Oh,
get in here, Miss Tuesday.
come on. We're waiting for you.
Gino's waiting in the background.
Yeah, well, we got Miss Tuesday first.
Hi, Marty. Miss Mary. I'm going to send Miss Mary a thank you real quick here.
We appreciate you.
She's Mary is one of the most generous people I've ever met, and I hope I get to meet her in person. She's one of the people that in 2024, please, Mary, we need to make that happen. She is. Tuesday's dancing to the music. Miss Tuesday,
Get yourself on
dance
the
your
live
way
stream.
over to the link there, lady. That's my dog drinking water, by the way.
No, not on me slurping.
Hi, Colleen.
Hi,
Yeah, hi,
Colleen.
Michelle. Michelle is Pummel's Antiquities.
Ah, hi, Michelle.
Michelle, we're hanging out with some of our favorite people.
Yep.
Diana, he's loud.
Just visiting, just chatting.
Awesome. Mary, awesome.
We have
need we need
nothing to
make that
sell.
happen.
I have nothing to sell.
Even if we have to travel and meet somewhere in the middle. He is Beth. I think he needs more water. He's kind of at the bottom of his bowl.
You can pour this in there if it gets bad.
We love to see you too, Colleen. There she is. All right, everybody. This is going to be a fun night with friends. So we are going to pull people in.
To visit
Uh-oh.
with us.
I clicked it twice. There she is. So I have prepared a lineup of some of my favorite people. And Tuesday, y'all know I promote Tuesday all the time because I wear the funnest jewelry that I buy from her.
Yay!
Yes. Hi.
Hi!
Say hi to all my friends. There's 45 people here.
Hi, everybody!
Thank you, Michelle.
Hi,
Thank you, Lisa.
Hi, Tuesday. Good to see you.
Marla! Good to see you too, honey.
So what are you up to? Are you drinking? What are you drinking?
It's a what am I drinking? A Michelob Ultra kind of night.
Okay.
I was a little
that
too
in a little
warm for
koozie?
wine.
You got that in a little koozie?
I do. Yeah, a little brewmate.
Okay.
You know, just a
Gino
little
sells
can
koozies
koozie.
on his eBay page.
Just a little can koozie. I thought I had to make sure that I got a drink to celebrate with you
That's
guys
right.
tonight. Yes.
We love it.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you agreed to this. We are just hanging out tonight. We're not doing anything but talking to our friends, and we want to talk about all the good and positive things that happened in 2023.
I'm all about it.
Yes. So what did you find something special, or did something special happen to you in 2023 that you can share with us?
Well, I would have to say that one of the best things was visiting Springfield and being able to meet you at the extravaganza
We had
and
so much
Marla.
fun. Yes.
That was an absolute blast. And then I guess outside of that, I guess I'll tell you about a piece of jewelry. I found a Coro I think it was 14 karat gold brooch. I started plugging it in to sell it. I was going to price it at $10. I was going to price it at $10 and put it on my whatnot sale. And while I was photographing it, I noticed that there was another marking besides Coro, and it said 14K. And I was like, what? So I instantly tested it and ended up selling it this year for $600.
Where was it? Was it in a jewelry jar or what was it? How did you find it?
I got that out of a mystery jewelry box, either from Goodwill Blue Box or it would have been America's Thrift Supply, maybe. One of those mystery boxes. Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Shirley.
I was thrilled. Am I missing? What am I missing?
Shirley said, well, somebody else who was at Springfield. We had so much fun at Springfield. That was like one of the highlights of my 2023 too.
Absolutely. I had a blast with you and I enjoyed meeting you. I must say that, yes, you're doing an appreciation video and I think it's amazing and I appreciate you and I appreciate your willingness to just be you and be so kind. And I think that what you need to know is that you inspire others. And that's just an awesome thing. That's just an awesome thing.
I don't get me emotional because you know I am easy to cry. So I appreciate that. I think that there's some thread, and I've said this before, between the people who have kind of gathered around my channel, or I've gravitated to other people and other channels and other things because of a common thread. And it's an authenticity thing that there's so many people here in the chat that I can say that about, who I have met through this adventure that it just, my heart just gets so big. It's so big. It's so incredible. And we talked about this a little bit earlier. It's small. It feels small to me, no matter how big the channel ever gets. And I really don't care about that. This feels like family, you know, the people that we've connected with just feels like family.
Until you're ready to hit 6,000 and you start bugging everybody. Share it out.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost at 6. Share it out.
You know it's going to happen probably in February.
I don't care how many numbers are out there.
Tell your grandma. Tell your cousin.
When you reach that last milestone, I was texting some of my friends, like, you need to go to YouTube right now, and you need to look up and you need to subscribe.
No, I got on a live.
Don't count here, though.
No. Well,
yeah.
That milestone was, that 5,000 was a milestone.
Yeah, it was big.
But you're right. It was funny because I was like, these are all my people that I have here on a live. So it's not like this campaigning here is going to do any good. And then like single-handedly, somebody like Tuesday goes out and she's like, I got my daughter, I got my husband.
My husband signed up.
We're going to make this happen.
And we did it. You did it. You did it.
We did, yes. Colleen, you are my friend too. There's a sense of family. You all show up for me all the time, whether it's in a regular video. Hi Barb. Hi Connie. Whether it's in a regular video or it's here on a live. I can't even tell you how much it means. It's unexpected, and I'll say that forever.
Yeah, we talk about you guys all the time.
We do. We have our own stories. Some of you.
Well, and don't think that that's not reversed, Marla. Like
I know.
I'll talk about you guys all the time. I talk to my daughter and my husband, you know, I'm like, well, Amy. And they're like, okay, no, wait, no, Amy. And I'm like, my husband will be like, is that Yoso Boho? And I'm like, yeah.
That's her.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's great. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. And I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Absolutely.
Let me see.
Oh, and what did you say the other day, Amy? You said good peeps attract good peeps.
Good peeps. Yes, that's true.
On my last Whatnot Live, yeah.
Yes, because that's what you get on your Whatnot Live too. You get people who are constants, who are there because they enjoy you and they enjoy each other, and That's amazing.
Yeah, good bunch of good people. And then there was some gifting going on even when during that live.
It happens. I know.
I love it. I love
It's
it. And I think
crazy.
that's how we first met, was that I actually
You did.
we were on Kibi Collectibles.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
You were doing a sale on Kibi's Collectibles,
Yes.
and
She
I was
sold
on
some
there.
miniatures.
Mhm.
Yes, and you outbid me, and then you said, "Which one do you want?" And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
It was so fun. I was like, "Oh no!"
And I don't know
She doesn't
why.
even know me.
I don't know why.
Diana.
I'm a giving person,
Hi,
and it just happened.
Yeah, that was amazing. All right, so Gino's in the wings. These are going to be kind of quick, and I hate to kick anybody off, but
Hey,
We're
it's all
glad
good.
you came. Stick around.
I am so
join the
happy that
fun.
you kicked us off, and
Got your beverage.
yes, and I love you, and I just can't wait to see you again and to hang out again, and
Yeah.
and,
Same with us.
all of that. So thank you so much for stopping by.
I appreciate you, and I'm very honored to be a part of it. And I just can't wait to see what next year brings.
I know, for both of us.
Yeah.
For all of us, yes. All right.
Cool.
I'm going to kick you out of here. I'm bringing Gino in.
Bye, everybody. Have fun.
Well, hi. I'm glad you put me on second. I'm glad you put me on second. I couldn't get the volume to work. I couldn't get the picture to work. Google says I wasn't signed in. I said, you're gonna be talking. I'm just gonna be doing this. But I'm
Well,
here.
Another payback.
Let me from last year when the computer lost power and you were just there by yourself.
Yeah.
Was
I was on
anybody
Amy's
here
show
for
being
that?
Amy.
I know Beth was here.
Yeah.
Were any of you here for that when last year we did this and the computer went black and there Gina was like, oh,
Yay, Cheryl.
hi,
Hey,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
She's got, she clicked her
Maria.
I know. She
glasses.
clicked our glasses with them when we did it. She clicked hers. All right.
I love you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Speaking of love, Gino, we have been friends now since almost the beginning.
Yes, almost.
Yes. Gino, y'all, if you don't know how important Gino is to me, you know now.
I think they.
Charlotte says you're a gorgeous man.
Thank you.
Sky was lurking back then. I'm so glad you're not lurking anymore, Sky. I would have missed knowing you. Yeah, Gino is a top-notch human being that I adore. And everybody should, if you don't already watch him and subscribe to him, please make sure you do. And if you're watching later, just stop the video right now and go over and find him. Maybe Beth, could you do me a favor? I don't know if Gino might have his own power, but he's on live now. If you could share his channel. And I also saw that Karen Chase is closing in on maybe a number. So if anybody wants to go over and subscribe to Karen Chase, maybe Beth, you can figure out, I try to make her a mod, but I can't do it here on the computer. So if somebody can share Karen Chase and Vintage, Chase and Vintage. I also would like people to subscribe to our friend Rachel. She's the beautiful French Canadian. I don't know if you might have power to share Deja Vu Thrifting. Sorry, Gino. Back on you now.
Yeah, I can't.
Everybody subscribe to my friends.
I was going to put my link in, but it says down here, join the chat. And when I hit it, it says I can't sign in. So if someone can put it in, that would be nice.
Okay, thank you, Beth. Beth got you in there.
This computer I just use in my office. It's not my main computer. It's in my bedroom where I do my best work.
Well, this is the computer that you record your videos on because I recognize that.
Yes, this is what I only use it for. So that's why it doesn't know my Google password.
Yeah, you don't normally do that there. So I want to know, since this is a big end of the year favorite things, did something happen to you this year or did you find a treasure this year? Is there a highlight of 2023 that was a favorite of yours?
That you can share.
That you can, oh yeah. Oh wait, time out. He asked Mom if clothing was optional. That's the text
I decided to wear clothes.
I said, well,
He's not been to my hot tub.
How come you guys are drinking wine? You didn't tell me bring wine.
This is well,
Because
it's
it's just
The only thing I have is maybe I can drink glass.
No,
plus.
no. Don't you have a beer you can put your Gino koozie on?
I do. No, I'm out of beer too. This is a
wow.
sad day. I don't have anything good to say. Okay, I'll see you next year. Well, I do have a few things that happened nice to me this year.
Nice.
On a monetary side, I got a new car, so I was very happy with that.
Very cool, very cool.
And it hasn't broken down yet, so I'm even happier.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my eBay has done the best. My eBay sales have been the highest they've ever been. So that's
Yay.
was nice also.
Yay.
Very
Hard work.
nice.
Hard work.
That is all. Yeah, that's all your hard
That's our
work.
hard work.
Yeah.
But I wanted to now on a non monetary side, I want to tell people what I told them last year when you were off and I was on by myself. A few years ago, my girlfriend died and I was left in a lurch by her family and stuff. And Amy found out about it. And I didn't know her that well. We talked a few times and she would call me at home and ask how I was doing. And I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. And ever since then, I love Amy.
Yes.
Thank you,
Feelings
Amy.
mutual. You know why? Because the moment I met you, I knew you were just a wonderful person. And I was very sad that you were going through that.
Yeah.
And if it was just a call, that's all I could do from a distance, and we just met each other. So it would have been weird for me to get on a plane and just.
Yeah, we didn't know each other that well. No, but some of those calls came at the right time. You called about 3 or 4 times, and they always were at the right time. So
Yeah, well, good.
Nice.
Maybe
Awesome.
because we're in tune, we're connected. So I kind of
Yeah.
knew. Maybe I don't know. I appreciate
Well-
that. I feel like you would be there in the same way for anybody else that needed it, because that's the person you are. So that's why
Yes,
we're
I would.
friends.
Yeah.
especially
That's
when
fine.
you've gone through it, you definitely would do it for someone else, I hope. But that's enough of that. That's a long time ago now. But,
You know.
and the other thing, I remember when you were first started making your videos and you wouldn't put your face on the screen. And
That's
I wrote
right.
to you one day. I said, would you please
You
put
made
your
her do
face
it.
on there? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm to help cause that. So, and
Yeah.
Yes,
you do a
no,
wonderful
yeah.
job.
You pushed her.
Everybody can blame you for my
Yes.
face being on camera.
But
Everybody,
you did a
yeah,
great
it's Gino's fault. Everybody,
That's right. It is.
you're gonna make me tear off my my lashes. You guys, can you see my lashes? They're pink on the edges. Can you
You turn
see?
sideways.
I love you, Gino, and I appreciate all that.
And we can.
And
We
your
can-
site, I got to tell them one more thing. I had about maybe 500 subscribers when I first met you, and you had like 100, and now Amy has passed me. Isn't that great? I think it's absolutely wonderful. That's great, Amy. I'm so happy for
That
you.
amazes me. It amazes me how different channels grow at different. Like I see you and how tech savvy and funny and all that, and I don't know why you don't have 1 million subscribers. And then I see other channels that are doing, like, some of these younger kids are doing like crazy things, and I'm like, who's watching this crap? And then I look over and they've got like 1 million subscribers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
You try to look at it realistically, and I do. I watch some other channels and I go, they have 40,000 subscribers.
I
mean,
know. And sometimes it's, I mean, I hate to say this, but sometimes they're not even, maybe they have a personality, or I don't even get a sense that that's like a real person behind that screen. And they've got all these
Might not
subscribers.
be nowadays. Could be.
Could be AI.
AI.
It could be a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
And
know
I-
either, but you're right.
And I learned,
I don't
I
get
went out to learn a lot to put the special effects in my videos and stuff.
You
I
do.
Okay, you're losing your lash?
Am I?
I don't know. Skylar's watching you again.
Skylar, you better tell me if I'm losing it.
I don't know.
No,
You
lash,
better- you
lash,
better fix
lash.
that
Okay, now
lash.
you're full screen. Now I can see if you're losing.
Yeah, we need to figure out the algorithms and get you a big audience, and then you can tell everybody to come subscribe to me. When you have 1 million subscribers, then I'll get a couple thousand more.
There you go.
Thank you, Beth. Everybody, Beth just posted Karen Chase's link too.
Oh, nice.
Cindy,
I'm without a
Mimi's,
computer tonight, so
Mimi's treasure
really
cottage,
am
you
just
guys.
sitting
Mimi
here.
is Cindy, and she's right down the road from me in Hudson. We're like neighbors. She's got a channel too. I'm gonna test Beth with adding all my friends'
Oh,
channels, but
That's nice.
I need to get on the phone and give people their own power. All right, so
Well, we wish you every success for the next year.
yeah, I have about
So
a
you can
minute
come
to
back
minute.
and share another really good thing.
I will
Yeah.
have a good year this year as long as Amy's still my friend.
Amy will always be your friend, Gino. And
Mom,
if we
Thanks.
have it, we're thinking about doing a little bit of southern travels by
Yeah.
plane. So
yeah,
of course-
come see me.
yeah, of course.
If you ever
will
go
get
to
in touch with
Orlando,
you. I
I'm
will
only
totally
30
do
minutes from Orlando.
I know, and
Oh.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
Mickey
I
Mouse
think
was here yesterday.
We've
what
Mickey Mouse was here.
at your house?
Yeah, we're friends.
Oh,
I have no doubt.
it would be you, of
I have
course.
no doubt.
All right. Well, I see Yvonne hanging out in the background, so we are going to switch over and say hi to her. But I love you, and I'll
I
talk
love
to
you.
you. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow.
Thanks for having me on. Happy
All
New
right.
Year.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hello.
From
Yay.
Denver.
Yay. Everybody, I don't know if you know this lady, but her name's Yvonne. She has a channel too. Just in case.
Hi, Gino. You're still
Just
here.
in case. How are you?
I'm good.
You look
Just got home
beautiful
a
as
few hours
always.
ago from running errands and stuff like that. Stop at the thrift store.
Of course. Did you find anything amazing today?
Today, actually, I did find something pretty cool. So you guys know Pops. Pops
Yeah.
is gone. It's been 2 years now. Yeah, no, 1 year. And so
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
putting
feel like long at
them
all.
back together. And so I found something that matches my dining room table. My dining room table is from 80s from the Philippines. It's got this veneer of marble, vanilla marble. And I
Yes.
found some matching big pillar. Oh, I should have brought them up. I got some matching big pillar with that same veneer on it. And I'm like, ugh.
Were they
Well,
made
not
by the
huge.
same designer?
I don't know. The tag was real little. I just put them in the cart, and I've only been home for about an hour. So, but when I looked it over, I expect that little tag to probably say "Made in Philippines" as well.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Darn it! I
That's
should have brought
awesome.
those up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got some good stuff for the live sales. Some good
Nice.
deals for everybody. Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Hi, you guys in the chat. Hi.
Oh, there's 53 people here, which is
Let me
amazing.
go say hi. Let me go put that
I'll
in.
try
real
and say
quick.
hi at the same
I
time.
know everybody's saying hi to you.
At the same time.
Hi, my friends.
There you go. There you go.
And Skylar says, "Woohoo!" Thank you, Beth. Beth just shared your channel. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
I think everybody
Yeah.
here probably knows you,
Thank you.
but just in case,
Yeah.
Thank
if
you.
you don't,
The
you've
one
been
loner who came
living
in.
under a rock.
Yeah.
So,
Who showed up
first
tonight
of
and going,
all-
what the heck?
They're like, "Who are these people?"
What is happening on this channel?
Exactly. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way. You are have been an amazing friend, and I don't think I would even have the confidence to do some of this stuff if it weren't for you, because you kind of pulled me in.
Let's cheer to Yvonne.
Cheer to Yvonne.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, Gino got you to show your beautiful face, and I am going to take credit for talking Amy into doing live sales on YouTube. And
You get credit for that.
a group of us got her to come over to Whatnot, even though doesn't feel 100% ready, and she killed it. That was fun. Amy coming.
But see, that's why I appreciate you, because you have the faith in me to do some of these things, and I love that. And I wanted to say this even when Tuesday was on. Some of the powerhouse people who have channels who are just real, and a lot of women. Sorry, Gino, but a lot of women have been really supportive through this, and that's not always the case. So, so thank you for that. That's incredible.
We won't get
And I love
crunchy. we won't get crunchy, but no,
No
it's
crunchiness.
right. It is not always the case. I've had my share
Correct.
of people try to undermine me. It's not
Yeah.
always the case.
Yeah.
That's okay. You find your people.
That's
I
right.
saw Amy come on and I was like, and because I've had some trouble in the past, I learned some hard lessons. I watched her for a while and I went, oh yeah, I love her. I'm going to go see if she wants to be my friend. And she said yes. She said yes. So we've been working together for, I guess, almost 2 years now, huh?
Yeah. Crazy. I know.
Yeah.
We're just building a family, and that's amazing.
Mhm.
Aw, Skylar says we inspire all of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Me, oh my gosh, Michelle, you live under a rock. That's a beautiful rock you live under with your horses in your life. I love Michelle. Mom, Michelle, I've introduced you to Michelle. Okay, so we have a question
Yeah, for you.
for you. 2023, what stands out as a favorite thing that's either happened or maybe a treasure that you found? Is there something that you could share with us that just was like,
Yes. Well, I do have a couple of treasures. I don't want to I can't do just one, Amy. So first of all, just let me say, I want to echo, ditto, copy what you say. One of the biggest things I can say every year for the last several years, ever since I went on the internet in the 90s, is just, I don't know, like you guys are like my cyber friends. You guys are in my phone, like so many friends that I can just, even though we may not have met in person, I feel very fond of, love, feel like family. We talk, we chat, we help each other out. So it was just another great year of meeting new people. I would say one of the highlights for meeting new people this year was I did because of Kate. Kate followed that bug. She did some sales with me too, like you come over and do sales with me. Thank you for that, by the way. I always love having you. And then once she saw Whatnot, well, I lost her to Whatnot, just like I did. But I went back over and took another look. But my point is, and I'm not that I'm in love with Whatnot, but my point is going back over there and doing some trains with people. I met some more great people that weren't on YouTube, and some of them still aren't.
Yep.
So I met some really cool people. For instance, if you watch my channel, you're meeting Alex, BF Vintage. She's going to start doing more sales. That was probably really a highlight. Quite a few just good people that were over there that weren't on Whatnot. But anyway, so that's just a given. But I did pull up some pictures. There's two things I want to say. So speaking of finding things at the thrift store, I found for $14.99, you guys might remember this very tall vintage Robert Stoneman lamp. These are all glass rods. It's about a $500 lamp. They're all glass rods. Let me see. Yeah. And then it lights up like a, Hollywood Regency, but more like a 80s, 90s repop of that era. It's just so cool. So
you kept that, right?
That's not for sale. That's going to go when I, in the remix of putting things up.
Yeah.
And then something else it's hard to choose as far as sales, but recently, let me highlight this one because this was pretty recent. This was last month. And the reason I'm going to highlight it is we all know how much fun it is to find something with some historical, like you have that painting recently.
Yeah.
Or we sell something to a movie prop house. Well, this here is it was huge. It was $14.99. I sold it for $250 last month out of my booth. It was featured in the I Dream of Jeannie living room.
Yes.
So that's what helped. That's why I helped get
very cool
pictures of it behind the staircase of I Dream of Jeannie. He was very popular at that time of doing a lot of mid-mod stuff.
It was beautiful.
Signed Lee Burr, but Lee Reynolds. But that was fun. That was a fun find. It was a little hard to let go of, quite frankly, but it was huge. But so that's always fun to sell things that show up in a movie or were in a movie or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And locally like that too. You didn't have to ship it or anything.
Oh, it was so big. Yeah. And that was some really good profit. $14.99 to $250. So
Sonny said his hair is like the horse on the left.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. So that's just really fun. And I don't know, because you guys know I have booths too,
Yeah.
you know, because you kind of need to, in my opinion, I like to have different avenues, online and offline.
Yeah. That's smart. You have different streams of revenue.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sunny, guys, Sunny's going to be on here in a little bit.
Yay. Love you too,
And we have
Sunny.
Heather Elizabeth waiting in the wings.
I think I saw Mary 365 earlier.
She popped in and
Yeah.
gave me some money and then ran. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like her, right?
Hi, you guys. Thank you so much. We have a lot of the same.
We do.
YouTube
We
friends,
have very similar styles and we share a lot of friends. Well, and that's because we've done sales together too and kind of introduced everybody.
Yes. And I'm sure we will going forward. So
Absolutely. I would hope so.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for doing this again.
You're welcome.
Happy New Year. Yvonne.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Happy
I've got
New
some good
Year.
plans. Make some
Yes.
changes. So
We're gonna have to get together and collaborate a little bit because I do too. You'll have to.
Yeah.
I want to hear about what you've got going on and share a little bit.
yeah, we can do that. You know, I've been doing the deep dive into the YouTube algorithm. You know, that's been bothering all of us in the little
Yes.
side chat. It's been
Yes.
bothering us. So I've been doing some deep dives. I think I'm getting some clues as to what we could do. But
Right.
can I say one more thing, Stephanie? I got it today. I got it, but I'm not cashing that check. But thanks, babe. But I got the card. Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah,
Such
so
a
we'll
sweet-
chat. We'll chat.
Yes, we will. We'll coordinate. I'm curious. All right, smart lady. I love you and I appreciate
love you
you. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll be in the chat now.
All right.
All right.
Great.
Thank
Stick
you.
around.
Bye-bye.
Say
Bye,
bye,
Maria.
everybody. Heather Elizabeth, everybody. Hi.
Our new friend.
Oh my God. I am just so amazed that I get to be a part of your group of friends tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Well, thank you. Everybody, Heather Elizabeth is one of the people who I wanted to meet prior to Springfield, and then we did hook up in Springfield, and it was kind of kismet. I mean, look at her face and her contagious smile and everything.
Yeah.
You can't help but
Yeah.
you feel that warmth just kind of coming off of her. It
I feel the
happens.
same thing from you. And yeah, I adore
know.
you.
It was real. It was tangible, for real. Well, we're gonna have to do that again.
Yeah.
Karen says she loves you. Everybody's saying hi.
Hi.
And Michelle, you got to meet Michelle.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I love Michelle, and I was so excited when she's like, you know, I'm like, I'm going to be coming through there on my way in the spring when I went to Springfield, and we had a
Yes.
great weekend together. It was so much fun.
That's how I learned about Michelle. I met her on your channel. Like I saw her.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I just loved her. And I went, found her, and I absolutely adore her.
Don't you?
Yes. And
I
you two
completely-
have great chemistry too. Like you could do a channel together.
You know, I absolutely think I thought that when I was doing my videos in the spring, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love watching her and I shop together.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
It was good. It was really good. Everything she was introducing you to, and you were like out weren't you guys on the 4-wheeler, like going
Yes.
to the lake or whatever? Yeah,
Yep.
like everything was fun. I felt like I was with you guys when you were hanging out, and that's what I loved about. And I'm talking about her like she's not here, but she's in the
She's right here.
I
see her.
She's here. She's Pummel's Antiquities. Everybody who's just jumping in.
Yes,
go
and
find
she's-
her, go find her. She is so
She's so close
freaking to 1,000,
to 1,000.
2,000. Yes.
Oh, toaster.
So,
Oh, toast to you.
yes.
Miss Heather.
What is
Cheers.
you're about to hit something too, right?
I hit my 2,000 milestone this morning.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. Yes.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
We need her
And
channel.
Michelle, yeah.
Beth wants to put her channel. Does she have
Pummel's Antiquities. Yes, Beth. You should be able to click right on her, and you can find it and copy it. I
Yes.
wish I can't because my phone's up here. I don't have the power that I normally have. Oh my gosh. Well, congrats on the 2,000.
Thank you.
Awesome. Totally deserving.
So
Y'all, she not only does, she's doing some sales online, which her style, it's different from mine, but some of the stuff she picks up, I
it's
die for it.
really
It's
good.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
She has a very, like, this is what happened when I started selling full time. That's an air filter. Oh wait, it comps for $30. I will buy an air filter. Like, I will buy anything that I can flip. You have such like a high standard, and I know we've talked about it. You're like, yes, but I'm not getting the return.
It will happen.
It will happen because you're
will
curating.
happen.
You're curating
You're
not only
so
your
good.
stuff, but you're curating your audience, and just so much respect for what you're doing. It'll
you.
all come.
That's very kind. And, you know, honestly, I feel the same way as like you were saying, like when you mentioned, you said, you know, you're not really watching the number and that's not what's most important. And I feel the same way is that because, you know, you're putting all of your passion and heart into it, that the people that do find you, you appreciate them. It doesn't matter the number.
Yes. It's true. And the support and the camaraderie and all of it, especially if you are selling. A lot of the people who watch me, and I did a survey, I have a bigger percentage of people who just love to thrift who watch me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know why I connect to them. But to have like a reseller group too of people who appreciate, even if we don't gravitate towards the same thing, like you and I could totally go shopping together. Because like I'm gonna be like, what you looking at? That's nice. And I'm gonna be hugging my whatever that you're gonna be like, that's nice. But it's amazing. Like everybody has a different eye and everybody sells different things. If you find that group, we have found that group. We found these amazing people who we love doing it for the same kind of reasons, you know? It's fantastic. What?
Heather will flip the rug you stand on and love it.
I love it. Skylar. Heather's YouTube is, if
Antique.
I can't do what I can do on here.
Oh.
It's Antique Agenda.
Yeah,
That's me. If I click on that, I'll probably go off. I'll completely go off. I could probably do it if I go to a different tab. Antique Agenda there. Cindy just put it up there.
Is working so hard to be helpful. We love you, Beth.
Oh, Beth put it up there. Beth put it up there.
Okay.
Thank you, Beth.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for the support. I do appreciate it.
She does some styling. Oh, we've got 4 minutes.
I
see Sunny in the background
I
too.
know.
It is gorgeous.
We want to know.
I know. So yes, we were going to ask you in 2023.
Yes.
Did you find something amazing, or did something happen to you that was like a wonderful favorite thing?
Well, I did go on a lot of trips, and those were fantastic.
You did.
But I brought a favorite thing to share, and it is incredible. I don't know if you're familiar with what this is, but this is it's a pillow, but it's an example of Iroquois beadwork.
It looks beaded.
Yes. And these were souvenir pieces that were beaded at the turn of the 20th century. So the Iroquois nations up in Northern America, there was about like 6 different tribes that make up the Iroquois Confederacy. But they started making beaded pieces and having to sell them in like Niagara Falls mostly, but other areas as souvenirs to try to help support their families, because that was when the nations were starting to really struggle. And so they used their amazing beadwork skills to make these awesome souvenirs. And this is a very large example. What's so amazing about it is not only is an example of art and just like craftsmanship skill, but you know, it's a piece of history in my opinion. And the Iroquois were famous for having this raised, very three-dimensional way of beading their pieces.
That's incredible.
And this is something that I featured in my chat show 6 months ago. And this pillow was sent to me at the beginning of December by one of my subscribers.
Oh my gosh.
And she's a wonderful gal. But it makes it so much more
What a special gift.
meaningful when someone that, you know, and we have a great relationship, you know, like she feels like one of my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just one of those things of they appreciate you so much to
I've seen
want
that.
to gift you something that they know you will appreciate.
That's incredible.
It mind blowing. Like I was
Because she
screaming.
knows-
I
she
was
knows
screaming when I
that-
opened this.
I bet, but
Yeah.
she knew that you were going to appreciate it more than anyone on this
Anybody
planet,
that she knew.
and that you will treasure it for
Yeah.
always.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, so that's why I
Nice.
brought this one. Is not only was it a great gift, a great
Favorite
piece
thing.
of antiques that, you know, I got this year, but
Yeah.
it's symbolic of making those connections that we have made here on this wonderful community. And it means a lot to me. So that's why I chose that one.
Nice.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
And
Thanks for
with
sharing.
that, we're gonna kick you out.
Okay.
Stick around.
Ted-
Find something to drink. Stick around.
Oh,
Yes.
seriously though, I have loved knowing you and getting to know you, and I can't wait to see you again and do some sort of
I know.
adventure with you.
I know.
Yeah, it's definitely some sister kind of kindred thing. So
Yes, I know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Cheers
for
to
doing
you.
Cheers to
Cheers
you.
to
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Sunny's coming in. Sunny.
Oh, welcome.
Hi.
Hello,
everybody.
ladies.
Do you know
And
my
Gino.
friend Sunny? If you don't, you have to go and sub his channel, Sunny Las Vegas. Incredible guy. We met and then we did a live podcast, the cat podcast, right? But I was kind of watching him and admiring him. And again, I know I've said it a number of times today, but like there are certain people you gravitate to because you can feel their authenticity. You feel it. There's something about it. You just know. Laura says hi and she loves your channel. And Stephanie says, yes, you have the horse mane. Rockstar, the hair guy. Yes. Thank you so much for doing this and popping in. How are you doing
course.
today? It's early there, right?
It is 5:51
Yeah.
p.m.
It's not. It's 8:51 here. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
for
still
doing
early enough to go.
Sounds like cocktail
hair
hour.
ball. It's Skyla. It's ball hairs.
hairballs. What?
So, funny thing
Hairballs.
that one of the biggest things I'm going to jump into what I really enjoyed. I started reselling full time just a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years, 4 months ago. But before that, I think altogether has been around, I think 7 months or 7 years next year, February. And one thing I've really enjoyed that I found was just being comfortable being myself. Coming
Yes.
from the military, being a certain way, having to look a certain way, not being able to say certain things, and just
Mhm.
kind of, I would say being brainwashed, but not in a bad way. You know, you want to do your job and you
Yeah.
believe in people and you follow suit. So when I started transitioning over to a civilian, I didn't know how to show emotions. And you might see me crying in videos all over the place. And I find that it's really good to just be vulnerable, but have strength in it. And through the community, you know, the good and the bad, I've really found my way through it and still finding how to express myself and just
Yeah.
spill out what I think. And it's never any ill intention. It's just me being me. And that's really good to feel. For the longest
But it's
time,
been
not
a
feeling that way,
positive
to be
thing,
open.
though.
Yeah.
It's been a very positive thing.
Yeah, it is. And a lot, I think
I'm
growing
sure.
up, I was told at least, don't be this way or don't be that way. Don't ask for anything. But sometimes it's so vague and you take it so literally that you don't ask and you hurt yourself because you're not seeking help from people.
Yeah,
So
it's true. And
And-
to be honest, I think that's part of the reason why I connected with you and I really admire you is that you are able to be vulnerable, and your background didn't set you up that way. So you have done a lot of work yourself to
Yeah.
just be able to, like, even your stream of conscious, when I watch you on your lives, or if I just see you talking to somebody, I'm like, man, like, you being vulnerable is the bravest thing in my mind that you can be. Being vulnerable. And if you put it in military context, like the people on the front line, they are at the most vulnerable place, right? They're in the most vulnerable. You've kind of contextualized that in a real way, where you talk to everybody in a extremely vulnerable way, and it's so refreshing, and it's so amazing. Genuine people are the best. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes. Maria.
That's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
I
The
get it
L.
all the time.
The L is, people see it as an I all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, it's Marla, and it's a weird name.
Yep.
But it's Marla. Yes, I do too,
okay.
Yvonne. I love his stream of conscious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we love you, Sonny.
I love y'all too.
Question.
Oh, Mom's got to keep me on task
I
here.
know, because we're.
I know. We're only allowed for 10 minutes.
Well,
the
we
funny,
gave you 10 minutes. It's like
the funny thing is, I didn't tell you this, but I
Yeah.
said I'm giving everybody like 5 minutes, and Sonny's like, oh no, I need 10. I'm like,
You got it.
I'm a 10.
got it.
I'm a 10 kind of person. Okay, so 2023. Did you have something amazing happen, or did you find something? Is there something that you can share with us that was a favorite moment or favorite thing of 2023?
I had an item I've been bragging about and show it when I can, but one of the best moments was just like 2 videos ago that I had, and it was coming across somebody who was trying to find jackets for kids, and I didn't feel in them that I needed to question them or like whatever, because you'll get that, being human, you're lying, you just want stuff for yourself, you know. But I just felt like when I heard about this story of this husband and wife who are trying to find jackets for kids for their group of what they do here in Las Vegas, made sense for me to want to be a part of, because since I started reselling full time, I've been telling people nonstop as much as possible, and I probably sound like a parrot on repeat. I want to be a part of a community locally and also expand outside of Las Vegas. I want to meet people. I want to learn stuff. I want to meet more people and help, and not just meet people. I want to give back. And this was like an all-in-one for that weekend, even though it was 2 videos. Saturday was a separate video. The Sunday was the one with the jackets. But the day before was somebody with their own business who were wanting to join with us and open up an opportunity to sell in their area for free on first Fridays here. So that weekend was really special, but more than anything, just taking it upon myself to just, unfortunately, my friend Carrie, the Desert Mermaid, selling stuff, but we were both taking turns anyways. But I felt what people were saying, for better words, a calling to just go do something about it, rather than, hey, let me get friends and let me make content out of this. It had nothing to do with content. I just left our little booth that we're selling at the flea market. I went through maybe 15 to 20 minutes of going through all these resellers. And here in Las Vegas, the flea market is around 21 acres. And you can imagine all these hundreds, maybe thousands of vendors out there that I'm asking for jackets. And after a while, I'm like, man, I feel like I got to go back, because I feel bad for Carrie, the Desert Mermaid. And all of a sudden, everything started coming together. I found the rest of the jackets and called that couple back, and they came and picked it up. And then 2 days later, they gave it to these kids who are in need of jackets. And I just kept thinking to myself of me being a kid, not having a jacket, knowing that when I got my dad's jacket, when he got back from work, I was probably going to get a good whooping. But I was so cold, you know, and I would hate to think that even if I didn't attempt to do something, that there's a kid out there that shouldn't be as cold as I felt for that long. The least amount of torture, the better. You know, that's what I thought.
You did good.
You did good, and you went and did it yourself.
Yeah, I found all of them. And it was part of the profits of what I sold, but that didn't matter. I just thought about kids, and it's really good for a reseller, which is what I am, and you are, right? And most of us here, we're resellers, and we're able to do something with this opportunity and chance that we give ourselves to grow out of hardships, to help other people that may be in the same hardships or even harder
Yeah.
positions that have no idea who you are, and you're able to do something without really caring. You just go for it, you know, and it's really nice. I really like that power
Cheers
and
to
control
Frank.
to do something
Cheers
then
to
and there.
you.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you for being you. That's
Nicely
amazing.
done. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And to not make anybody cry, to switch it up. This is probably my pride and joy right here. Yes.
Is that uranium on the bottom? Oh, you suck.
And it is
Where did you find
actually
it?
crystal, and it was
Oh my
from a
gosh.
neighbor that I got just down the road, about 5 houses down.
Do
It
you
was
have
at
a
a community
pair?
yard. I have 2 of them. The
You
other
have a
one,
pair. Oh my
the other one,
gosh.
it's right over there.
Don't
So
you
I
don't
ended
you
up buying
split
them for
up?
$3 each.
Don't you split them up?
No.
No, these are mine for a while. These are
Okay,
like
good.
my babies.
I would have them on my mantle in a heartbeat. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats on
I'm
that.
the only
find.
mantle in this house.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you're the only mantle. Silly.
Nicely done.
All right, that's your 10 minutes, buddy.
No.
I love
Thank
you
you.
so much. I'm so glad we're connected, and I
Me
have
too.
a feeling that we're going to do some good stuff in the future. 'cause
Yes,
you're a
yes.
good
I'm
dude.
excited for next year and every day.
Yes, absolutely. You inspire a lot of people to be excited for
People
for what
inspire
they're
me.
doing.
Inspire to aspire.
Yes, love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hit the thumbs up, everybody.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Nice. Wow, that's really awesome. Is
And
there still somebody else to come?
there's one more.
Oh my gosh.
He's
One
a
more?
he's a headliner. He's a rock star headliner. Hi,
Hey,
this is Chris, everybody.
how do I follow up with that after that?
After isn't he a good guy?
Lonnie's
He's
a
great.
real
He's a
good
good
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really good. I can relate. I can relate to him.
Yes,
on a
I
few different
know.
levels,
You guys
honestly.
are a lot alike. He's got a
Yeah.
heart of gold, and so do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
So- I
I had
have
this-
talked about you in some of my lives to some of the people that watch me, and yes, local legend.
Local legend.
He calls everybody. Chris calls everybody a local legend. So that's, if you watch him, you understand that
Okay.
reference.
We got it right back.
He is by far, and I know I invited a bunch of people here tonight, but he is by far my favorite person on YouTube. And he doesn't believe it because he's so humble and he's like, what? How did I make the list? But listen, the minute you post a video, I will drop everything to watch. I'm like, because it's so like random and it happens, and I've been waiting like 2 weeks, and so when it happens, I'm like, okay, I don't care what's going
How
on.
does he get
I'm
away with
watching.
one video in 2 weeks?
He does.
What?
Because he's got other things going on. I get it. He's a family man. He's got a life.
You gotta. Somebody told me you gotta make him want you.
Yeah,
It's like a thing-
you do.
I know,
You
honestly.
honestly do. Because I'm like waiting, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
No, you
And
gotta.
there's like hints. You do hint because he'll post some stuff on Insta, and you're like, oh, there's a video coming. There's a video coming.
Yo,
yeah,
my wife and I just had a baby, so it's been like.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations.
Well, not
Oh.
just, but she's almost a year old in January.
Yeah.
But it's just been a lot. It's
She's
been really
gorgeous. He has
just been busy with that.
You have a very I mean, I'm from an outside view. You have a very good situation. You have a wonderful, beautiful life in what I see.
Yeah.
And I just respect everything you do. I respect the way you treat people. I respect the way you talk to people. You and I have like that thing where it's kind of like you put out positive, you get positive. You give
Right.
and you get. And
Yeah.
I love that about you. And if you're not watching him, please go subscribe. I don't know how you don't have like 1 billion. You will. Your channel is going to be huge.
Maybe it's the amount of videos that I put out. I just don't put out enough or something. I don't know.
I know it. Well, and you have to decide if that's something you want to do or
yeah,
not.
you might not be one of those kind of people.
No, because he puts priority where it should be, which makes me admire him even more. But God, yes, I love your content, and your
Wow.
content is so artsy like you are, because the way you chop it up, and I want to do that. I do kind of cater to my audience, which is
Yeah.
people like my mom.
Good mom,
So you may not, and your buds may not be all of their tastes, but y'all should give him a chance because my gosh, his videos go so quick and it's so packed full of just I like have to watch or like rewind because I'm like, what did he just say?
Yeah, I'm
it's
always,
like little things that you got to catch.
it's interesting to see like the demographic or what like the types of people that are watching him, and then like I was just surprised that you were watching, and
Yeah,
just other people, because our videos are a little bit different,
absolutely. Oh, way different.
but
Hey,
can
I do dig in the bins a little bit though.
yeah it's but the funny thing is, I used to watch all of your, like, all the people you hang out and your videos. I used to watch those, and people always ask me, like, hey, how'd you learn this about that? Like, you just know so much about everything. It's
Yes.
because for the longest time, like your buddy George, Antique Nomad, Crazy
Yes.
Lamp Lady,
Yes.
all those people I used to watch and learn.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, because I was in the military too, so it was like in my downtime I would just watch that stuff, and I'd been going to flea markets forever since I was a kid. I just loved the treasure hunt.
Yeah.
But more so than anything, I love the people and like meeting the people. Like if you notice, if you go to your own thrift store, if you go to a thrift store, you notice it's always the same people showing up.
Yep.
Like there's
Yep.
regulars all the time. If you get to know those people and like, I don't know, see what they're into, you'd be surprised.
Yes.
And you
You
can
would,
learn a
'cause
lot.
they
You can
have
learn a lot
stories.
from them.
I love too when you go to estate sales and you really invest in getting to know the people there, because then you're connecting the thing to a story, to a person. And
Right.
I get the same thing because I'm that way too. I'm so much more, I'm sure I'm missing out on some amazing stuff because like I'm tuned into like the person and
Yeah.
what, what the story is and who
Yeah.
was it that owned this and
Right.
like my
grandmother
car.
made that?
Yeah, your grandma. I have stuff that was like handmade by like moms and grandmas. I drive a car that the lady who drove it, we bought it from an estate sale, and the lady who drove it had her CDs in the car. And
Yeah.
so I listened to, like, she had some old, like, great, like, old jazz, and she loved Motown, and like, and she had ABBA in there. Like, I listen and I imagine, like, I feel her there with me sometimes, and I'm like, it's so funny that we connect things with people and stories that in a different way. Like, not everybody does that, not everybody finds a t-shirt and is like, this had a life, like somebody had this at a concert.
They were at that concert.
Yeah, like this lived a life outside of me, but you feel kind of the power of it.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I just.
That's the reason you started all this, because you wanted to rescue those treasures.
That's true. Yeah.
You want to rescue those treasures and let
That's
other
true.
people share.
Yeah, I never
whatever message
imagined.
they had.
I never imagined I'd do it full time though. Like I was in the advertising world thinking, I'm gonna forever treasure hunt, and now I got to sell some because I can't keep everything. But now, gosh, that's
where I'm at now. I'm trying. I mean, I've lived in this house for now like 3 years, but like the amount of stuff that I accumulate that I'm connected to and that I like is like, it's already a little bit of a burden. So it's like,
Like you
damn,
turn the camera around and you're like, yep.
But my wife, she's totally opposite. She's more of like a minimalist. So we butt heads on that. But
she keeps you under control a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice.
My guy does that too. He's like, he'll come home, like if I come home with bags of stuff, I'm like, I got to go through it. It's got to be sorted. It's not going to live here long. But he's looking at me like, this could be a situation.
Could be a situation.
Man, I was gonna come on here and like I was gonna have the lights out, right? And I was gonna have this hat tipped, and I was gonna come on stripping, and then
What the heck? Can we all rewind it back? We can wind it back.
And then all these people,
10 minutes again.
all these people had on like these, like, I mean, the sentimental stories and stuff. I was like, well, I'm not gonna get in here and shake it up that much, but I was going to. I was gonna have my wife flicker the lights and stuff, but
Our loss, I can see.
We would like it either way. Actually, I don't know how early you logged on, but Gino has been a friend of mine. He's a reseller. He texted me earlier and he asked me if clothing was optional. I was like,
it was going to be a party.
I was like, Gino, I think the ladies would love it.
I was trying to get Marla's glasses a little steamy.
Probably could
You,
happen.
yeah, you could probably do that. We would love that. Absolutely.
But
Heather Elizabeth says, "Whoa, this is getting interesting."
I told
Yeah.
you to stick around, Miss Heather.
Re-enter,
Like-
restart, delete, backspace.
See, what is
Everybody's on board with this, and
Yeah.
Skylar says he's got dollar bills ready.
Oh, God.
I mean, but it's also like that's the line you got to draw too. Is like sometimes like I'm working on my video now, and I got a bidet for Christmas, and I was like, I'm gonna put a little bit of the bidet in there, like a bidet review. Like, who
Dude,
cares?
is the bidet not the best gift? Isn't it the best thing you've ever done?
It's interesting. It's interesting. It
I'm
is.
telling
It
you
is.
what, I had mine installed. It's probably been what, 4 or 5 years?
I don't know if it's that
Oh,
long.
it's
a couple.
it's probably been 4 years at least.
I don't know.
Best thing ever. You will be like, you won't want to go anywhere else but your own toilet. You're like, where's the bidet, man?
It's you got to get used to the throttle on that thing. I mean, you could peel, you could peel an orange with that thing.
You only turn it to that little mark. Don't
Yeah,
go
that-
beyond that mark. Oh man, you'll be yeah. Don't do it.
But
I
it's
should've done.
interesting because
Had I
you know,
known,
I'm
I could have warned you.
yeah. I mean, I'm just documenting my life here, and like, just like it's kind of, it's just the content's weird. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
the content is real, y'all. The content
Yeah.
is real. If you-
Always with us.
Yeah.
Skylar says he smokes a cigarette after he uses it. Oh, dude. That's I mean, don't ever I wish I could emulate some of what you're doing, because that's honestly that's what I like.
And Marty, I wanted you to say, Marty, don't leave. Just go ahead.
This
Keep
stream
going.
is taking an interesting turn
Yeah.
now. I would love to do some of that, and I might experiment a little bit, because I love that choppy kind of. I just don't know how my audience will like it so much. They're already yelling at me because I used to go back and forth from my video to my office, and
Yeah.
talk about stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't have the time to do that anymore. So I'm trying to edit less
Right.
and do better filming. So
Yeah. I
It's
don't know.
really-
I'm my worst critic. I must watch a video probably 50 times before I actually like.
do you really?
Yeah. It's
Too
not
many.
like people think that it's like so like
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. I go over and over and
That's
over.
why he only gets one a month.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Listen,
I-
though, I used to do that too. When I had the time to do it. I mean, I have to reprioritize and do things different now, but I used to do the same thing where I would watch it and edit it down and change things. People don't care.
Always believed in quality over quantity too.
Yes,
on that side, too.
me too, until I started to realize I could maybe pick up a little bit extra a month doing it if I'm going to spend
Yeah.
the time. You are
Yeah.
going to have a big audience, so you might change your mind a little bit about that.
We'll see.
We'll see. I hope you do more content, even if it's shorts or something, because it's so good.
I'm trying to. I got to figure that out, like the reels and the shorts and stuff like
I know.
that.
Me
I gotta
too.
figure it out.
I want to do more short stuff. That's a thing
Because
that I
I
want to do.
shoot when I shoot stuff, I shoot horizontal and not,
Right.
vertical. So
I know.
that changes the thing. So I don't know.
But
what I'm
wouldn't
gonna
it be
do.
cool to see, and that's what I have to think of maybe when I find a thing or when I have that moment, is to be like, time out, shut the camera off, turn it up. Because when we
Or
see
you get
it out
Marla. You
there,
got to get Marla over there shooting with the Apple 15.
second camera.
Yeah,
What? No.
get Marla on
They
it.
have to.
She's not very tech savvy, Chris.
No.
At all.
No, I wish.
She could learn. She could learn.
I could.
She's pretty quick to learn. That's true.
She probably plays Farmville on the phone. She could play Farmville.
No,
she
she doesn't play Farmville.
What's
You
she
don't play any
playing?
games, do you?
She plays
No.
games.
No.
Secretively, she's Candy.
I really
Candy.
don't.
How
I don't
are
have
you guys?
games
How are
on
you guys doing your giveaways and stuff? I want to give away a shirt. I want to give away a T-shirt.
You want to give away a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a mystery box at the very end.
How would I give away something? Is there like some type of
We can do pick a number and they'll have to email you or something, an address.
Yeah, they'll have to email you an address.
um
Can you-
let's just do this. No, let's do this. Let's just do this. We'll do like the first person that says who this character is on the
Oh wait, can
t-shirt
I play?
gets this t-shirt.
All right.
Okay.
And when I hold it up, the first person that types who this is gets this shirt.
Okay.
Ooh, give me
All right.
Yvonne's
Hang on.
ready. She's pop culture. She'll know.
Be
When
ready.
you show up to the bins in this shirt, they're gonna want it. It's a 1994.
Oh, I know that.
We got it. Come on, girls.
That's good.
You know who this is.
That's good
on,
because
guys.
it takes a while to type that too.
I know. You gotta get it.
We're on delay here, so.
No.
Oh, Antique
No.
Agenda.
Yep.
Spelled it right. Andrew had it at first, but Antique Agenda. Got
Is
it.
that who you saw first?
Well,
Okay.
that's what I see in the
That
thing.
looks like it shows up on mine. Oh, I don't know. Somebody came up here. Andrew.
Andrew said Yosemite Dam.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh.
Antique
A
Agenda said
typo.
Yosemite
You missed out
Sam.
for a typo.
Typo.
Oh.
Heather Elizabeth, are you giving it to Antique Agenda?
Antique Agenda gets. Oh wait, or who else had this? Was there somebody before there?
I don't think so.
Okay, then. That
I
is
saw
it.
I saw Andrew with
Yeah.
Yosemite Dam.
Somebody
Yeah.
said Elmer.
Damn, Andrew.
Yeah. It's just that stupid typo. Sorry.
But so you get the
Oh.
1994 Yosemite Sam AOP
Darn
With-
Vader? What's that
with
saying?
the rootin' tootin' cowboy on the back.
Oh, Andrew's shaking his head.
No.
So yeah, Antique Agenda, just message me on my Instagram if you have Instagram.
Yeah,
And
she
send me
does.
your
Does.
address and I'll ship it out to you.
That's an awesome t-shirt.
Super.
Thank you for that. That was really sweet. I'm glad that you went last because we can just keep you around for a little bit. We still want to know what your favorite thing was about 2023. Did you find something that was amazing? I could probably do five of my favorite things of yours, but
I could too. I was a hard time picking, but I ended up going with, and I lit it up in the back, is this lamp that my buddy Lonnie made me.
yes, that was amazing. I saw
made
that.
it?
Yes.
Well, so I found this lamp. It was it's a mid-century Panther lamp,
yes.
Okay.
and it had like a little blemish on it. And I was like, I take things to Lonnie, and
It does this.
he gets like jewelry bags from the thrift stores, and then makes almost like back in the day they made memory jugs.
Yes.
But
yes.
he made this, and it's like you can see there's like all these
Oh, all
little
kinds of good stuff on there.
It's amazing.
pins and
He, in one of
jewelry.
his episodes, he went
Oh
to
gosh.
Lonnie's house and we got to see a bunch of his work.
like
Oh,
the
And then
chains.
he with that.
I
That's
see it.
Amazing.
But-
See, we didn't get to
Wow.
see it close up like that.
No,
in the
yeah,
thing.
that is awesome.
And he made this for my daughter, this polar bear.
Yes. So crazy. Look at the. What is that? What
Oh
is
my-
that around the eyes?
Yeah, above like where the eyebrows are.
It's like a brooch or something.
That's perfect.
Love it.
What an
So
amazing thing.
that's like a perfect example of the people that show up to the bins or to
Right.
the Goodwill.
Yes.
Who
And I
you're
just
gonna
got-
find or what you're gonna find.
Yeah,
You
well,
met another artist who.
Lonnie has yard sales like every year, and they're always the best. And
Really?
I noticed him at his yard sale. I said, "Man, that guy always goes to Goodwill." So I struck up a conversation with him, and he ended up letting me inside because we're both artists.
Right.
But and I saw his work and stuff. So then I was like, well, if I ever find stuff like the animals, he loves to do dogs, I'll bring it to you. And so I just built up a relationship of bringing things to him, and in turn, I learned a lot from him. He actually collects a lot of glass and he's got some incredible stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know, we just became buddies.
Nice.
And you're learning from him, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's the thing you were talking about earlier, is watching people and learning from them. I mean, that's so evident when I watch you, because your skill in your eye, your eye is one thing, right? Like I have an eye, I'll gravitate towards something, and sometimes I get lucky and it's worth money, but I also find a lot of things that I would never have known to even look at. because
Yeah.
somebody somewhere said, hey, guess what? This is something that costs, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, whoa,
Right. Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what people
and
have to do. I mean,
It's your artist eye though.
Yeah.
So you have
well, there's a lot of people I find that like actually do this for a living, and they only have like a niche. They have like one thing that they like. For instance, the guys that just go for clothing and stuff. But there's so much other stuff that you're missing out on, and you're like
Exactly.
wasting time in between things. There's toys.
Right.
There's appliances. There's a lot of different things that you could be making an enormous amount of money on.
Are some of the guys that you hang out with getting that now? Because I hear you say that all the time. Like, you got to get out of the lane. You got to go look at other.
No, I don't. Not. You know, I don't think so. Most of them only do clothing. Zach tried it for a little bit, but I don't know. You really have to want to do that type
You
of
do.
stuff.
You have to.
know?
It's a big learning curve for sure.
Yeah. And you gotta study. You gotta learn. You gotta watch people like you and
Yeah.
and learn.
all your friends and
Absolutely.
Smarter people than me out there, for real.
Yeah, but
The
that's the
thing
way you
that-
do it.
The reason why I started the channel though was because I was watching George the Antique Nomad, and that guy
Yeah.
is like a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
And I was
he
like,
is.
man, you know what we're missing is somebody who knows nothing.
Yeah.
Who can go out and look for stuff and then teach people as they're learning. That's why I started.
Yeah. What you're good at it. How long have you been
Lock
doing
stuff.
this? How long have you started?
My channel's been on for, it'll be 4 years in February. I think I marked my 4th year anniversary in February.
Okay.
But not reselling. I started the channel. I was working full time in advertising and marketing, and then I quit at the end of 2020. I walked away from it all, and I kept some of my clients for freelance. So I was able to juggle freelance and start to resell more, and then I just kind of, went that direction. So
I don't know if I could do it. Like, I'm happy that I'm retired and I have a pension and everything else.
Yeah.
But like to be able to do this full time, I feel like would be stressful.
It
You know,
is.
I mean, I could
It
make enough money for doing it, but it would be, it's a
Yeah.
lot of work. People don't
It's a
realize.
ton of work. It is,
Oh
yeah.
my God. You go out and source all day, you come home,
Well-
you list stuff, you take stuff to the post office. Like, it's just nonstop.
Yes.
So I have a partner. I have somebody who is photographing and listing for me, and that's the only way I think I could do it.
Well, it's not-
But it's also been a challenge of not only do I have to scale to meet my income needs, but now I'm scaling to meet the needs of having somebody else to pay. So
Yeah,
it's a
that's
lot,
difficult.
but
It's gotta
yeah,
be
we'll see.
difficult.
I have bigger
the
plans
learning,
though.
the
It's-
learning is the bottom line.
Yeah,
If you're
Yeah.
going to do it for
you have
for
to-
yourself
have to
and you want to
invest.
make money, you've got to learn what's out there,
Yeah,
what to look for.
Hmm.
You got to
you've been pretty
read.
good at that
You
too.
got to read about stuff.
Yeah,
and
yep.
it takes time. You
I
just
don't-
can't
and
do
I
that.
don't know-
You can't do that overnight.
No, and I don't know that I could continue to do it the way I'm doing it now forever. Like, I work
Yeah.
more and longer hours than I ever did.
Oh, it's more work than a
It's-
9 to 5. It's way
so
more.
much
And you
work.
make
I
like
know.
two,
Yeah.
what do you make? At least 2 videos a week, right?
2 and then 3.
Two
So
and 3.
so I'm doing like,
That's
yeah,
a
and then
lot
I
of
do
work.
it live
It's
on
way
top of
too
that.
much work.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's
It's a
so
lot of
easier.
work.
I always say my thought is like do a 9 to 5 and then this is a side hustle. That's
Right.
the way I would do it personally.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
That was
don't
the
know.
plan. That was totally the plan.
My hat's off to everybody that's actually doing this thing full time, which is why I kind of like named the whole thing Robin Hood of Goodwill, because I can give people things and I'll be
Yeah.
your best friend, like for real. Like
Yeah.
It's
I'm
true. You make
blessed in that way.
connections.
Yeah.
But you
It's a lot of
said
time.
something earlier that is true for in so many different ways. You said when Lonnie let you inside,
Mhm.
you get inside access, whether you're going into somebody's house or
Yeah.
into like their being. Like you are the guy who gets to go inside,
Yeah.
and that's incredible. So
Yeah.
like, regardless of what you decide to do, like sharing that is all that I care about, or anybody else that I feel like is watching you. Is
Yeah.
they get that access that you get, that
Yeah.
like inside view.
I mean, the whole key to that is just eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let don't be shifty. Don't be a shifty guy. You gotta be in there. You gotta get people. You got eye
Yeah.
contact.
If
Let
you
'em know
can't
that-
handle it, there's something
Yeah.
going on in
Talk to
there.
them. Get in eye contact.
Yeah.
But I don't. Body language is a lot of things too, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
like
find the weirdest characters, but some of the best people.
That's
And
my
even the
favorite
guys
thing of
that you hang
everything.
out with,
Yeah.
that goes for them too. They're like the weirdest, but they're the best. Like you, like I get to know them. Like I want to like yell at them sometimes. Like like you because you brought them to me. Like they're my guys. Like I could totally go to the bins and hang out with those guys. They're all kind of they're a little bit a-hole. They're like but they're super funny and they're real and you just get to love them because you've given us that inside view.
Yeah,
like you're rooting, like I'm rooting for all of you, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's
Find it.
just like in life. Like I just want them all to be happy and successful because like, you know, you've given that to us.
Me too, because I can see how actually hard they work, and honestly, you really have to want this to be in.
Yeah,
in
you
my-
do.
you know?
You do.
You
It
do.
is.
But
It's a lot
the
of work.
key is to like, trust people and, in order to be successful at it, you got to trust people, make friends, and just
Yeah.
build like an actual good community within.
Yes, you do. You do. And it's incredible when you find that
When you get there.
in like local everywhere I go because I talk to people and I get that connection and I find out something from somebody that I never would have known if I didn't,
Yeah.
just interact with them and find out
Yeah.
about, it's incredible. It's incredible. Thank you so much for
Thanks
doing
for
this. Dude.
coming.
You have no
Thanks for
idea.
having me.
Mom was like, don't chicken out on, like, I'm like, no, my favorite is Chris, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm here. I'm ready.
I know. I love you for it, man.
Oh, let's toast.
I'm
Oh, I'm
excited.
toasted up
I'm
then.
excited for it.
Toast
What do you
me
got?
too.
What do you got over there?
I'm drinking 4 Roses
Oh.
Nice.
bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon guy.
I've been there. I've been there
We've done the bourbon trail.
a couple of times. Yes.
What happened? You fell off?
Mom did.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
Mom's a bourbon
Well,
drinker.
yeah. Over there at where's our bourbon cream come from? What,
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace. I did fall
Yeah.
off at Buffalo Trace.
I think everybody falls off at Buffalo Trace.
I love bourbon and I love wine. I like
Yeah.
real dry,
We're
like
drinking
good
a
wine.
cranberry wine, and it's amazing.
It's a local thing, and it's good.
Comes from up the street.
Yeah.
But I got one of my best friends is a bourbon connoisseur. She has probably 300 bottles of bourbon.
She's a connoisseur.
So
Wow.
we can meet in Columbus sometime, and you can taste whatever bourbon you imagine.
Yeah.
Well, my family lives in Cincinnati. Most of my family.
I know,
have a hard
I
time.
know.
Still happen to skip.
I know.
I don't get
We'll
there
have to
much,
do
but when I
Springfield
do,
one year. You'll have to go
Yeah.
and visit them and coincide with this big
Right.
Springfield
The
event.
big Springfield.
Then you can meet
Sometimes
people
I
like
wish I-
George and
sometimes I
Justin.
wish I lived there because like there's so much more there. Honestly, when I go to visit, it's like I get so many contacts in places that I could go. It's like
Yeah,
there's so much there.
yeah, there really is.
You ever
There's
been
a
to
lot,
Trigger's
there's a lot in
World?
this area too. Just great thrifting antiques and all.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura likes bourbon too. I knew you were a bourbon girl, Laura.
Marty says tequila.
I know it was you.
Thanks, Christine. Christine just subscribed to your channel.
Yep.
Oh, well, thank
Skylar's
you.
a new sub. Y'all, you'll once you start watching him, you'll wonder why he doesn't have a billion subscribers.
Yeah.
But I'm like super thrilled that you did this, and I'm super glad to be connected to you. I think you're such a cool dude, and
Yeah.
what you're doing is awesome. And people, you can see by the comments, you get that feedback, right? Everybody's like, "You're the best thing on." It's no lie. It's so real
Yeah.
and raw and artsy and cool, and yeah. Keep doing
I'm
it.
glad it
Keep
comes
doing
across
You
that
can,
way.
But that baby
Yeah.
needs some attention
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
we get it. We get it. Some of us get it. I don't want to keep you all night, although I totally could.
We have to hear from our other group.
I know we
what
haven't
their
chatted
things.
at
I
all.
know. We haven't chatted with our hoes.
with the hose.
With the best
All right.
hoes in Ohio.
Oh yeah, the bow
and
hose.
around the country. We need
Well,
to hear
that,
our neighbors too. So
Antique Agenda could hit me up on the Robin Hood of Goodwill Instagram and just send me your.
So Heather Elizabeth, who is Antique Agenda, said that she would like to gift the shirt to Andrew. Damn,
Oh.
Andrew.
Dan and
Damn, yeah.
because
I saw it briefly
misspelling.
because she feels like it was a slip of the finger.
Yeah, he knew it first.
So
All
do
right.
you know Andrew? Is Andrew
don't.
somebody you know?
No.
Well, Andrew, yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew, can you please reach out to Chris through his Insta? Because Heather would like for him to have the shirt since since it was a
Since you
error.
found
that
answer
is
first.
the kind of people that I have in my group.
That's right.
Some kind-hearted folks.
That's right. Always.
Well-
Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Just message me on my Instagram and I'll send it out.
That's awesome.
Terrific.
I appreciate you doing that. That was very cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything
I
about
was
you.
gonna do the Nirvana shirt because I wanted to hear your Nirvana concert story, but then I was
Oh,
like,
please do. Please do.
well,
Can
my other thing was like, because on my last video, I ended up getting the Nirvana. Never mind. Signed,
So
supposedly signed by Kurt Cobain.
no, I
Oh,
think
come on.
it is. I think it is. So can you give them a real quick because a lot of them haven't watched.
Well,
About the t-shirt?
what's crazy to me is like the way that things play out, like the way that I'm able to make the storyline happen. Like, because I found this, I ended up having to drive almost like 2 hours to go get this thing authenticated. And it just so happened that when I was going to go get these Taylor Swift autographs authenticated, that this was sitting on the table.
Yes.
And I
You
basically
stopped-
did a stakeout. I did a stakeout. I got to
You
like
did
the
a stakeout.
highest place of the
You like sat in the massage chair, waited.
and I did a stakeout to wait for this guy to come back so I could like at least get the story or at least a shot at maybe buying it. And
Right.
it turns out like the autograph was so crappy that they had to send it off and like
Right.
get some other people to look at it. And so I ended up running into the guy, talked to him. He ended up, I basically drove an hour and a half to get to the place. He lives 10 minutes from me.
What? That's
Yeah.
incredible. And you guys are
Yeah.
friends now, right? Like you guys.
Well,
You
he's
got a
been,
lot in
I mean,
common.
it's the holiday season right now, but like apparently
Yeah.
he's like hit me up a few times and then like he's going to put me in contact with more vintage t-shirts. Like he's got the same
Oh,
guys
that's
like selling
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way that it all played out and then him ending up basically being my neighbor anyway.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's just crazy how things work out and like the
Yeah.
storylines
Heck yeah.
can progress and the thing, like what just
Yeah.
makes it so. I don't know. It makes it easy for me, but
I guess.
So
Yeah.
so then he came back and he said they couldn't authenticate it because they
Yeah.
didn't really. But
yeah,
there's
it
a
took
feeling
like 2
that if
months, and I was
somebody
messaging him. Yeah, I was messaging him back and forth. It took like a couple months, and I still haven't even got my letter from the Taylor Swifts. But I guess he was badgering them enough that they ended up sending it and said, "Hey, we cannot authenticate that." So then he messaged
Wow.
me because actually this shirt is like heavily faked. It's not like there's actually there's like bootlegs of this shirt.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to get scammed either, like selling it on eBay and then somebody sending it
Right.
back or whatever. So he was like, listen, let's just do a deal. I like video games and I sell things too, so we can work out a trade. And he
Yeah.
came over and we worked out a trade and I got the shirt.
Nice.
That's amazing.
I'll never get rid of it.
Show everybody the autograph up close again, because I think that if somebody was wearing that and Kurt signed it like on their stomach, that's what you would get.
Yeah,
You would
it's like
get a really crappy autograph.
it's terrible autograph, but like
Yeah,
you
I
could see
know.
almost the K, and you could see where he did like in my video I kind of laid it out, but you could see like
Yeah,
where it's so hard because everything's reversed.
I know. No, we could see it fine.
Yeah.
I swear though that like if somebody was gonna fake that, they would have tried to make it look. They would have tried to emulate his signature somehow on something that was like printed.
Like
It would have looked like that if he just like took a pen to somebody's stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I shared with Chris when that whole story happened, and I actually sold. Most of my audience knows this. I sold an in utero shirt that was sitting in a drawer. I can't wear it anymore. I was smaller back then. It's not being worn. It's sitting in a drawer. So I'm like, somebody's got to have this. I sold it on eBay. I think I took an offer of like $850 or something.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing shirt. And I was at the concert in Akron over at the university. We were in college at the time and we went and saw Nirvana, and it was amazing. And I will have that memory forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the t-shirt's a t-shirt, and I know I probably at some point will be like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
But I have that memory forever. And it was an amazing night. And the funny thing was, and I don't know if I shared this, but because there was so many kids there from the university who only knew Smells Like Teen Spirit and maybe some from the new album, like Apology and stuff. Like they probably were there for that one song, and they would start chanting Teen Spirit, Teen Spirit. And I think you could probably hear it in the recording because it was so obnoxious, because those of us that were there who listened, and like they played so much from Bleach, and like you were like, don't do it. And they did not play. They did not play Smells Like Teen Spirit. And it was the best thing. It was the best feeling ever to walk out of there and be like, yes, they played everything for us. They weren't there for that college group that didn't know them. They were there for the fans.
You told me something that Kurt did, though. It was like funny, though.
So somebody during the show threw a shoe on stage, and I guess it hit him. I couldn't see from where we were sitting. I couldn't see. But all of a sudden, he shut the show down. He took the shoe. He went over to one of the big amps, and he peed in the shoe. He took piss in the shoe. And then he came back to the front of the stage and he said, somebody needs to claim this and put it on before I won't start the show until somebody does. And whoever was, claimed it, I guess they were like, I didn't throw it. But they had to put the shoe on, and then they started the show. Yeah, on stage. And it was Halloween night. So they all were dressed. They were all in costume. And he came out as Barney. And I remember like everybody singing, I love you, you love me. It was crazy. And they had a big intro. It was insane.
I can't believe Marla let you go to that concert.
Yeah, she had no choice.
Yeah, she was already
I was already out of the house.
out of the house.
I was out of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, gone.
Jeff went. Jeff and a bunch of guys. And some people that we knew over at Akron. The thing that was crazy was one of the guys got so wasted. He drank a bunch of vodka before we left, and he went to the show and got sick. And so another guy, our other friend Brian, took him back to the house, and they wouldn't let him back in the show. So he missed, because he took care of this guy and took him back to the house. He missed the concert. Oh. And then what happened was, we don't have Kurt no more. And so, because we're like, oh, we'll catch the next show. It's all right. You're a good guy. And then,
I had the same thing happen. I had a buddy who was like really into Pearl Jam. So when I was stationed in Washington, we went to Seattle and watched. He got too drunk before the show. When we got to the show, he fell asleep in the chair and missed the entire show.
I've seen that more than once.
Yeah.
I saw back when the Cleveland had the original ball field. Yeah, like the Brown Stadium, whatever. Right. The Rolling Stones were there, and Lenny Kravitz opened for them. One of the best shows. And one of the guys we went with, he saw part of Lenny, and then he was out for the rest of the show.
Man, what a waste.
Why?
What a waste.
Control yourself, man.
Oh.
Well.
Your daughter, Marty, we'll have to talk about that. It would have been 93 or whatever. 93, right? Not 92. That was the first year I was at Kent's. 93?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty better check the attic and see if she's got the t-shirt.
Yeah. And like I looked at like the timeline. Like he was in Akron for October. He was there for Halloween, and they did the MTV Unplugged like November or December. Like it was very quickly after. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we didn't get much more from him.
Do you know this person?
Well, who? The drink and do. Oh, I'm not really paying attention to that.
Okay, good. Making some comments.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at the comments and stuff. But
yeah, we've got somebody.
Yeah, we don't like those kind
Ireland, from Ireland, my lads, whatever that is. All right. Well, we don't want to keep you any longer, but seriously, I hope to like meet you. I'll come down and dive with you guys. That would be so much fun.
There's a lot of
you guys
people
feel like, who is this old lady? What's she want?
There's a lot of people that show up, to be honest. That's crazy.
That watch you and just pop in.
Yeah, from out of state and stuff.
I saw the one kid that watches you and his mom brought him down.
Yeah.
I might do that someday.
I don't really want to like broadcast that and have like.
Do you want to go with me?
I don't know. You go with me?
I'm gonna bring mom. You can't be more than like what, 6 hours maybe from me? How long does it take you to get from where you are to
Oh,
Cincinnati?
it's 10 plus hours. It's probably 10
10
to 12
hours?
hours. 10 to 12,
Well,
yeah.
crap.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's a
long.
drive.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm north. So
Yeah,
it'd be
that kid and his mom drove like 15 hours.
long. Wow.
So.
See, if that kid and his mom can do it, Mom, this kid and her mom can do it.
We can do it.
Road trip. Road trip.
But
All right. I'm
All right.
actually
coming.
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for having me.
Coolest
Happy
thing
New
ever.
Year.
Made my. This is like one of my favorite things ever, right here.
I know.
Favorite things.
I know.
Seriously though, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm. Thank you.
I'm happy to do it. Honestly, thank you.
All right. I'm a fan, and now I'm a friend. So I'll be hopefully seeing more of you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend.
Bye now.
Bye. Yo.
Was that a surprise or what?
No, nobody cares as much as I do, I'm sure.
Oh my God. We noticed. We noticed who the new fan is. In
I
town.
know. I am such a
Oh
fan.
my gosh.
I'm such a fan.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta, if you don't know
know.
him, please go subscribe. Give him a chance because honestly, it's funny that I had seen, I think I was out of order, but I had Sonny and then Chris, and they're very similar. They're both have military backgrounds. They're both like just have a big gold heart. Yeah. Patty, you were surprised when you got there?
I know.
Oh, see, Heather, I do think that Heather Elizabeth, I think you will enjoy him. I think he's got a young crew around him. Sonny's still here. Just good guys. I gravitate towards good people. What did Tuesday say earlier? Good peeps gravitate towards good peeps.
Yeah.
So, well, that's about it.
I know. Let everybody else share. But
I know.
we just kind of wanted to surprise you all with some
I
special
mean,
folks.
don't we have the best people?
Yeah.
I mean, we have the best people.
Yeah.
Patty said I didn't expect Chris to be here. Love his channel.
Yeah.
I know, right? We have the best people. Laura, you're the best people. Colleen, you're the best people. Marty, Sonny, everybody.
Exactly.
Sky,
Nana, we love you.
Connie, I did 10 years in the Army, so I will definitely go support them. Please do. They're both big hearts of gold. So is there anything else? Oh, I wanted to do a mystery box.
Okay.
So here's the thing. If you all, we're all rock stars. That's right, Tuesday. Before we go,
We're rock stars.
we're rock stars.
We're rock stars.
I was hoping that we would have a little bit more time to chat and get some things from you all about your favorite things.
We want to please Mr. Earth.
We do. There is a Browns game on, and he wants to be sitting in that chair.
He's not in the living room watching the Browns
He's like,
game.
wait, I can't watch a Browns game.
He's upstairs steaming.
So let's pick a number from, what do we got? We got 53. So let's pick a number from 1 to 100. Mom, don't look because I'm going to have you pick the number.
Okay.
Closest without going over. Pick one number. And Mr. Foxcat, unfortunately, and Charlotte, I can only do, we'll only do this for the States. Hi, Carol. Carol's there.
Hey, Carol.
I will
can't
do
look
a
at the screen.
mystery box.
I'll look past there like,
Which, if you haven't gotten a mystery box, I like to, thank you, Foxcat, picked over. I like to curate mystery boxes, so I will actually send you a survey, and we'll do it that way, so you'll experience what it's like to get a mystery box. It'll be kind of a scaled down mystery box, but if you don't know, every month I do an unlive sale. Actually, I did that totally wrong. I do a unlive sale. And I always have a mystery box. And they've been a really fun thing for me to do. And I think for people to receive, a lot of people who have gotten them have given me great feedback, but also share how wonderful it was because it's been curated for you. So I like to, find out about you a little bit and give back that way. So we're going to do a free giveaway mystery box But keep an eye out for the unlive sales. They're going to continue into 2024. I'm going to do lives on the channel with Mom. Hopefully, will you still do lives? Are you trying not to look at numbers?
I am so not.
So look up here. There's no numbers up here.
Okay.
She's
I'm
trying to
trying to be
not
honest
cheating.
over here and not looking down at
Okay.
any of the.
You can't see numbers.
I can't see numbers. I can't see the screen now.
So on
Will I
lives, are
do
you
live?
gonna do lives with me in 2024?
Maybe. Maybe.
Y'all, Mom might maybe. So we'll continue to do a live a month, and then I am going to reach out a little bit into the community. Some of these friends who I have, I might be doing some more live sales on other channels. So I'll let y'all know where and when. Sunny says maybe is better than a no.
Yeah, that's true.
She will, Sunny. She loves me. All right, I am going to put a stop to the numbers. Make sure you have the only number.
The only one of that number.
So if somebody has a number before you, don't look at the numbers. Mom.
I'm not looking at I can't see the screen.
I think everybody's got one.
Almost as bad as when we had the lashes. I can't see the screen.
All right, we're gonna put a stop. Marty says, "Do it, Marla."
Okay, ready?
Wait, don't say it yet. I
Okay.
put stop.
Okay.
Laura says they love you. Okay, Mom,
Yes.
what's your number?
83.
83. Ooh, let's
Phew,
see.
I know. I went high this time because you said all the way to 100.
You did. I know. I see Patty at 78.
Ooh, that'd be close.
Tuesday was at 77. Do we have anybody over 78?
75.
Oh, Heather Elizabeth with 2 over.
2 over, Heather.
I think it's Patty. Miss Patty. I would be happy to do one for Miss Patty.
Everybody,
Just going back to make sure.
Everybody checking because you guys can scroll too.
Is that what everybody sees?
Okay.
That's what I see. 78.
All right.
No 83. I
All
think
right, thank
78
you.
was it.
Okay.
Patty was the one I was saying. So
I know.
on her
we missed you earlier.
on her other name is not Patty. So she's showing up here as Patty, but the
Okay.
other one is different. But anyway, yeah, but that was going over.
Yeah.
It's
85
closest
is
without going over. So I
Yeah,
think 78
the old
was
house rules.
Yeah.
Can't be
yeah.
over.
I think it was Patty. So, but Patty has been a supporter of the channel since like the beginning. I don't even know how you found me, Patty, but I feel like you've been watching and interacting with me for years. So congrats to Patty. I'll be emailing you
Yep.
a little survey.
Yeah, congratulations. You'll love it.
All right, everybody. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah. And even though we were chatting with all of our guests, we were also watching all the feeds coming
I
through.
wasn't.
I was trying to. She was drooling. I mean, I can't. But I know what you all said. It was great. It was wonderful. We were glad you came for our party. And that's why we're here.
That's exactly why we're here.
That's why we're here tonight.
Out of power for almost a week, Patty. Oh my gosh, we'll get caught up. I think I muted. Yes, I did. Okay. I muted that foxy guy.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Skylar. I love you all.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is like the funnest and the quickest hour and 47 minutes of our life.
Really, of all the lives we've ever done, this one went the fastest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
And I hope that you guys were all okay with me sharing time with some awesome people. But we'll do this again. We'll spend a little bit more time again on our regular lives. And I just appreciate you all so much. I don't even know the right words to say it. I just appreciate y'all so much for showing up for me and for all the love and support and gifts. I wanted to share some gifts, my favorite things. I've gotten so many generous friend mails and gifts. Yeah, maybe I'll share on Tuesday in Tuesday's video, because I'm gonna record in the office on Tuesday and share some stuff that I got from our friend Linda, who we met at the bins in Cleveland. So you're gonna see the bins in Cleveland this coming week. So good stuff coming, and you're all here for the ride. So I'm super lucky to have you. Jeremy was tardy. I saw Jeremy. Glad to catch us.
Glad you came anyway.
Yeah,
Later or not.
super glad.
Yeah.
But yes, good things to come, and stick around. I know you will, because you've been here and I appreciate you.
Right.
We love you. Thanks for stopping by.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mom.
New Year to
Thank
you.
you for you. You're my favorite thing. That's my That's an inside joke. That's so mean. I love you, Mom. Ditto. All right. We love you guys. I'm going to end the stream. Please take care.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one.